3 a.m. was the exact time when everything stopped. Phones went off. It showed up as notifications. The new Dr. Jackie is here. Many people thought it was just another prayer at midnight. It could be a lecture, a story, or a word of hope. The statement they got, though, was full of anger, betrayal, and 20 years of silence broken in real time. She was there. There is no makeup or screen, just big eyes, mouth shaking, and anger boiling below the surface. I didn't say anything because I had to, but I'm done. The bomb went off. David was in charge of everything. He made use of me. I was just a pawn. The chat went crazy. What? I knew, Jackie. We need the bills. Tamala, please look at this. Who is Jackie? She didn't move. It was a box on the screen that said David's Secrets. She pointed her camera at it. Voicemails, emails, hotel reservations, and then a video that was already made. If Tamala ever finds out we're done, David's voice makes the day. Keep quiet and do your job. That was it. The lie came apart. The church walls were broken. And you, Dr. Jackie? She got her voice back in front of a lot of people. The pawn turned the whole board over this time. What about David Mann? The damage that was done might never be fixed. Watch out. The story just began. It took place at precisely 3 a.m. A message woke everyone up in the middle of the night while everyone else was asleep. The new Dr. Jackie is here. Fans first thought it was one of her midnight prayers, possibly a soft devotional or an inspiring message to calm people down. But everything changed as soon as that screen came on. She was sitting there in dim light without any makeup on, just raw, with frizzy hair, a pale face, and red eyes from crying. But there was fire in those eyes, the kind of fire that can only happen after being burned too many times. She took a deep breath, wiped her eyes, and then said the words that stopped everyone on the internet in their tracks. I was forced to keep quiet, but I'm not going to do that anymore. Then she dropped the bomb. David Mann was in charge of this whole thing. He made use of me. I was just a piece in his sick little game. The screen stopped moving for a second. No, not really. How they feel. The live chat went dead quiet for a second before going off like a bomb. What, Jackie, what do you mean? David? King David in the Bible. Jackie wasn't done yet, though. Not even close. She wasn't weak. Her voice cracked because years of lies were coming out all at once. Jackie told me straight out, just play the part. Act like you're not who you really are. They'll believe it. We're gonna win. He told me he would give me money, fame, power in the church, and a job next to him. I fell for it. She stopped and reached for her water with a shaking hand. She never took her eyes off the screen, though. When I tried to leave or when I began to have questions, he lost it. He told me that if I ever spoke up, he would hurt me. It would burn everything I love. The live chat was going crazy. These icons turned into flames. The messages were used as calls to war. A lot of people were recording their screens like it was their life. Afterward, she moved the camera to a different screen that showed a file on her desktop called David's Secrets. It was clicked. The information began to leak out one piece at a time. David begged her in emails to stick to the plan. Voice notes show how he used her like a doll. Call logs. A bill from a hotel. A late-night get-together in Dallas was caught on camera, with the time and location marked and the video being very clear. After that, she showed a movie. The sound was rough, but it could be heard clearly. It was David Mann's voice, in a dark spot behind the stage, whispering to Jackie, "We are through if Tamala finds out. Keep quiet and do your job." Things went crazy in the chat. Some people screw Lisa and I believe you, Jackie. Show him off. You will be free when you know the truth. Jackie looked the camera right in the eye. Stop crying. Only anger. Full of pure, cold, righteous anger. I made my name bad for him. I buried my good name. I gave up my life. He finally dumped me like trash. I felt like I never mattered. David, guess what? I'm important now. The world thought things couldn't get any more exciting when the TV split. The niece of Tamala Mann had joined the show. She smashed right in like a wrecking ball. Her voice was shaking and shaky. I could hear them. I heard them in the back. I quote, "Jackie needs to get it together or she's next." That was it. That was the last piece in David Mann's carefully thought-out legacy. What a quick change for the man who was praised by preachers, worshipped by fans, and protected by gospel royalty. Who is Jackie? She didn't move. At the end of the show, she said one last thing that will always be remembered on the internet. I was just a pawn in his sick game, but now I'm turning the whole board over. Hashtags went viral on all platforms in just 10 minutes. Use the hashtag #WeStandWithJackie, hashtag name David Mann. Put a hashtag Panomore on it. Use hashtag #ChurchIntoSafe. A lot of church Facebook groups tried to shut it down. Some powerful people tried to pray it away. It was too late, though. Jackie had already done something. David had built walls around his image for decades, but they were starting to fall apart. It wasn't just a lie, there was a funeral for a fake story. People who follow the faith had just had their first taste of the truth, and boy, was it bitter. The world thought things couldn't get any worse until Dr. Jackie opened that much-feared box, The Secrets of David. People were scared just by hearing the name. The internet leaned forward as soon as she clicked on the first file, a voice note, the voice of David Mann, as clear as day, stern, it's cold, figured out, Tamala will find out, and we'll be done. Keep quiet and do your job. The live chat turned wild. Every second, thousands of words are sent. Is this true? Did he really say that? Jackie did not lie, you guys. Jackie wasn't done yet, though. She got very close to a picture of a hotel ticket that showed room service, 2 main courses, champagne, and a room booked under a burner name, A.D. Marshall. David told his team that he was at a prayer gathering that same night. The lies were coming apart right then and there. This was more than just rumors. There was proof. Jackie had tears in her eyes as she looked into the phone. Do you think I meant to hurt a family? Do you think this was simple for me? I liked Tamala a lot. I still do. But David set a trap for love. Then the call recordings showed up. She pressed play. David's voice again, but this time it was angrier and muttering meanly. Nicole, I will ruin you if you ever go public. I'll tell everyone about your past. The church won't even look at you because I'll spin it so fast. Do you hear me? You can be thrown away. Throw away. That one word broke her. She stopped the recording and shook her head, making a loud noise. He didn't care about me at all. Just a toy. Just someone to blame when things went wrong. Then, out of the blue, someone asked to join the show. Her daughter is Tamala Mann. The message showed up, let me in. I also heard him. Jackie thought for a moment and then said yes. A young woman who was shaking showed up on the screen. Eyes puffy, she holds back tears. She said, I was backstage last year. David didn't know I was there. He told Jackie to calm down or he would hit her next. I heard it. I promise God. That was the spark. The gospel group didn't just break up, it blew up. She leaned forward and the fire in her eyes came back. It wasn't longer a confession, it was war. Do you see me now, she said, not as the bad guy, but not as the Jezebel they made me out to be, instead as the woman who had to keep quiet. A video was the next file she showed me. David and Jackie in a shower room, low point of view, obviously recorded in secret. David's voice. The fans love it when we fake this right. The part you have to play is the prophetess who is misread. Tear up a little, put on a show. After that, I'll jump in like the saved husband. Tamala lets it go. People clap and we all get paid. The internet went crazy. David is not feeling well. They made plans for this. You are a hero, Jackie, for bringing this to light. Then there was a cold silence. Jackie had stopped talking again. She looked down and wiped her tears away. I gave up my peace because of his lies. I gave up my honor so he could keep his image. But when he was done with me, he threw me away like I didn't exist. One last picture. Of a wire transfer caught her eye. A private label gospel investor sent Jackie $50,000 straight to her bank account. But what about the letter line? Bonus for good work. PR script 321st. It was payment for taking part, for making up pain, for giving people a story of salvation that never happened. The comments went from shock to anger at that point. So everything was planned? They told fans lies, right? Is church money paying for their play? But things were going to get worse. Jackie chose a box that said, Tamala. She thought about it. She said in a whisper, I didn't want to ever touch this. But I need you to see how bad this got. There were emails inside, dozens. In the middle of David and an unknown media fixer, one line stood out so it was bolded and underlined. If Tamala ever has any doubts, just tell her she has lupus. When we're sad, we can be quiet. There was no more live chat. Gasps, using emojis, do not type hundreds of words. Jackie was crying now, but not in a dramatic way. She was sobbing deeply. She said, I didn't know. That's something I didn't know he was willing to do with her health. Please forgive me. I was a part of it. The screen then broke. For a moment, her life stopped, and a warning showed up when it came back. This stream has been flagged for having adult material. Her hands were shaking as she read it out loud. It seems like they want to stop me, but Jackie was no longer scared. Her whole spirit had changed. The woman they picked on and told to be quiet was now the storm. You can tell on me, you can stop me. But this truth is out there, and I'm no longer the only one. Right on time, 3 more people asked to join her live. Used to be helpers, background singers. After each other, they poured into the chat and said, I saw it too. David abused everyone. She's not lying, Jackie. The fire quickly spread. The timelines on Twitter caught fire. Hashtags went crazy. Hashtag Jackie was played for a fool. Hashtag get rid of David, man. Hashtag Tamala should get better. The church cloud has died. The gospel business used to be full of holiness and songs, but now it was full of scandal, betrayal, and leaked receipts. And right in the middle of it, Dr. Jackie, her eyes wet with tears, was brave and finally free. Dr. Jackie fell into her assistant's arms as soon as she stopped her Instagram live. She was crying and shaking so badly that it felt like a storm had just hit her soul. She didn't have time to breathe, though. Her phone started going crazy in 10 minutes. Many entertainment blogs, star gossip sites, and gospel blogs had recorded the whole live event and were sharing it all over the internet. Cheers, the tear-stained face was now the face of shame and forgiveness. Then people turned against David Mann. There were new versions of old clips. In every joke, he talked about giving up. He preached about how to control your woman every time. Every mean thing said in interviews took on a scary new tone all of a sudden. Fans were no longer smiling. As they put the pieces together, they saw that Dr. Jackie wasn't telling the truth. Tamala wasn't either. That's when Tamala Mann's daughter, Tiffany Mann, dropped the last secret. At 4:12 a.m., while everyone was still thinking about Jackie's crazy live, Tiffany put up a 2-minute voice recording on her Instagram story. Why the caption? My mom begged me to keep this, but her death was caused by her silence. That sound on the tape? Nathaniel. As clear as day, that's it. No changes. Jackie, do what I say. Don't forget that you joined this preaching game cause of me. I will make sure you never perform on a church stage again because you messed this up. Do you hear me? You're not Tamala. You are just a body that they used to make clothes for. That's it. This video clip shook the world. It looked like the last piece of a gross puzzle had been put together. David's whole charm and sense of fun went away.